Are you excited?
I am excited. I'm very excited.
Alright, so what is my job?
I need you to mask out along here, so to cover it up, because it's got to be slightly spray painted green inside, and then I'll start sanding the truck.
Alright, so I'm gonna use some plastic drop sheets to try to cover the dash.
Don't use the sheet. The green sheet.
Alright.
We'll use that for the actual windscreen.
False alarm. Alright, take two. Getting the sheet. Alright, now it's time to use the drop sheet. I'm gonna try to cover the engine bay. Wish me luck. Well, to give you a mid-work update, this is not a fun job actually. I realized that the masking tape was actually not really sticking very well on the that lid here on the engine bay. It's lots of grots and it's quite old and we didn't really clean it proactively. So using the gaffer tape is actually much easier. It seems to stick a lot better. But this is what I have to do with. Every time I put the tape somewhere, it sticks on the sheet and then I've got a hole. That's not ideal at all. Alright, well, I'll see you at the end of the job.
And this is what I've found. Oh dear. So it's under the door seal. I thought there might be a little bit of rust. I didn't realize it would be anything like that. So that's beyond how I can fix it. Looks like the army lads had just siliconed it up because they knew there was a hole already there. So for some reason they decided not to fix it properly with some steel. I need to decide what to do with it. I might fiberglass it and hope that that seals it. But yeah, it's just under this rail here, which can also actually, there's a few holes under here for drainage. So it's not horrendous in that the water would just go in there and then just drain out the holes, but yeah, it's not ideal. I just checked the passenger side and it's fine. There's no rust at all. So yeah, keep you updated with how I fix that.
And this is what the finished result look like. It's definitely not pretty, but it's not made to be pretty. It's meant to be efficient and hiding all the compartment of the engine so that we don't paint it. Now I'm tackling the window. I was doing with the masking tape until Chris told me I'm not supposed to do that, which I had no idea. So I'm trying to think of ways then that we don't waste the entire tape basically. So I went just to get some rubbish bag that I'm just gonna try to put on the window. It should fit the right size and just put the masking tape around. Don't mind the purple windows. Looking beautiful, but at least all taped up and covered. Chris is working on the fiberglass over here, drying. And now we need to cover the hatch and the two windows. Like in good timing?
Yeah, not too bad. The fact that the windscreen's not all filled with holes has saved us some time.
Oh, it's quite handy actually to be able to. All right, yeah. So. Putting it on the rubber seal. Okay, this one is gonna go.
Yeah, I'd put it on the inside of this rubber seal, so I'll tuck it like that. On the inside of it.
That's a great idea. this is the finishing result. Don't know really what's going on, but those sheets are so long that we kind of like need to tuck them, do a nut, and just keeps going. All right, to the window.
To the wall. All right, so I've taken the flares off. That'll enable me to get under here and paint it black, the Raptor, and get right to the edges with the other paint. So those are both of them there, and we'll be keeping the original flares, and I'll modify them at a later date, so I'll paint those Raptor black as well. Found another hole up in this seal. It's underneath the gutter on top of the cab. It's not structural, so I'm going to bog over that in a sec. Maybe sand that back and bog it when it's dry. Yeah, there's just like little bits and pieces we're doing, and just still doing really well on that passenger side window. So as far as like the serious masking that needs to be done, it's just the windscreen left and my window. We'll paint the doors and stuff, and then once that paint is dried, we'll open the doors and paint on the inside of the doors as well at a separate, kind of a separate stage. I think that's the best way to do it.
So we're just finishing lunch. I'm gonna make us our coffee to get a little kick of energy for the rest of the day. And before that, we're just checking the weather for the coming days. There is no rain, which is the main thing, but as well the wind. We need to make sure it doesn't get too windy otherwise. I think the sheets are just gonna blow away. So tomorrow moderate 24, Friday light 19, Saturday light 19, Sunday moderate 23. So it's perfect. So tomorrow we'll be finishing the sanding on moderate, and then we'll have 3 days of light wind for the paint. Perfect.
Brilliant.
It's time to mask the windscreen. Where's my assistant?
Hey, mate.
So it's much longer than we need. It's 3.6 meter long on 2.6 meter wide.
Just chuck it here. Let's
There's
so much to do.
not time to discuss measurements. So be
Oh, yeah, I
very,
see what you mean. It is real.
very gentle with it. Okay, I think you put it too much on your side, and I don't have enough on my side now.
Great. Oh no.
Okay, so pull very gently the tape. Yeah, on the tape, not on the thing. Yeah. Gentle. Beautiful.
Oh, my lip.
Alright, if you could please close the window. Close. Perfect.
All good?
Yeah. Alright, and this is the last window masked. All done. Chris is sanding the back of the cab. How's it doing? It's actually really hot today, like right in the sun.
So what you'll realise is, with this, you'll have it on here and you think you've got it really flat.
Yeah.
And you'll look up and you would have done that.
Okay.
And it's actually just been smashing one side.
Okay.
There's nothing you've done wrong, it's just how it works.
Okay.
So you've just got to be careful. So I often will hold it so it's slightly a bit down, and I'll kind of scrape it across like that and get into the corners a bit. Don't take it down too far. So I wouldn't do it that much more than this.
Oh yeah.
So where there's that, you'll probably want to smooth it out a bit. Yeah, that would need a bit more.
Okay. Coffee number 3. Alright, the snorkel is all sanded. Now I'm gonna tackle the head of the snorkel. Well, Chris, he's doing a bit more bog.
Bit more bog. Not too many more spots to do. It's actually rust situation's not too bad at all.
That's great news.
So glad we didn't get a really rusty truck.
So yeah, basically today, so far, we've done all the masking, potentially all the sanding as well, or most of the sanding done. So yeah, we made some really good progress, so that's...
I reckon we'll be priming tomorrow.
Oh, that's so good.
The beast is really coming along today, so really happy with how far we went. Didn't come across any major hurdles, which I was really concerned about the windscreen, as you guys know, but it's not actually that bad at all. Luckily, it's really solid steel there, not like the floor pan. So yeah, it's actually really fine. So I'm gonna go over that now with rust converter, like I showed you last time, just like the White Knight rust converter from Bunnings. And I'll go over the really bad areas with that and let that dry overnight. And that'll kind of turn that weird bluish purpley color. So what we've done with the sanding, I'll show you guys. It's relatively coarse. So with the orbital sander, we've got 80 grit sanding discs on there, and we've just been hammering away at it. We're kind of fortunate in that the Army has painted the cab so many times that it's actually already relatively smooth. Any real deep depressions and cracks, we're hitting a little bit harder. And then I've been over everything with a few sanding blocks, which are roughly like 120 grit. I'm gonna wait until the sun goes down and check tomorrow, because right now it's almost too bright and too harsh of a sun to be able to really see any contours and stuff. So I'll wait till tomorrow and see if I need to go over anything and smooth it out at all. There might be a few little areas, I would say, but I've tried to not take it down to bare metal, apart from just a couple of little places where it kind of needed it. Yeah, it's looking relatively smooth. I don't want to go too fine of a grit, because the way I see it, if it's got some proper surfacing to it, the primer should adhere to it really well, and then obviously the Raptor coat over the top is going to hide any kind of blemishes. And it's a big old Army truck, so it doesn't have to look absolutely perfect. It's not like we're doing a gloss job. So stoked with our effort. Ange is a weapon, as always, and she is smashing the snorkel right now, making that all look really nice. That'll be black, Raptor black. Yeah, as you saw, she's done both the fenders already. We've still got the front grille and the bonnet to do.
All right, so I have a little break, a little snack, and we're back at it. Next on the list for me is the mirror. What else? The bonnet?
Yeah, the other mirror. Yep, bonnet, grill.
We're potentially gonna try to finish the sanding today. Just get it done. Time to treat the rest. You're a pro now.
Hey, we've done this before, we both are.
And me, I'm still sanding these by hand. Come to the point where getting a little tired, the back hurts, and you know it's not the end. It's all over again tomorrow. You can tell that Chris is really focused. And in the background, there are some sheep eating the fig tree leaves. Look at this guy. Excuse me, sir. ate all the leaves. Yes, you did. And we call it a day.
Yeah, job well done today. I'm really wrapped with how much we got done. So tomorrow we are going to buy some more sanding sponges and a couple more sheets, probably from Bunnings as always. And I'm gonna go over the entire cab again with a couple of sanding blocks. Probably just again medium grit, just make sure everything's nice and smooth. The hatch on the other side needs a little bit of work, so I'll probably use the last of my bog on that and then sand that all back. That shouldn't take too long. Then that'll be all done. We've got a few bits and pieces that need to be sanded, probably while I'm doing the cab, and you'll probably be on those two, hey? So the grill, front grill and front bonnet being fiberglass, so it's a little bit different. And yeah, we're come along really, really well. So I'm stoked. I'm really stoked.
So now it's time for a shower, dinner, a cider, and bedtime.
Guinness.
Uh-oh. Good morning. It's the third day here. Gonna have coffee and ginger nuts, but I mean, we knew this would happen. Just no ideal to have to do it again probably today and again tomorrow. We'll do that afterwards.
The mog's still here though, that's the main.
Coffee first. So Chris is working on the hatch and the grill.
Yep.
And I'm gonna go for a little touch up on the cab. Just to make sure we get a really nice finish.
What you up to?
Just resecuring the windscreen. So yesterday, I think, when I redid that side, it worked. I'm just doing like, I don't know how you call that, like a little...
Like doubling up.
Like a ribbon.
Ribbon.
And then, yeah, just put that all along. I'll put the sheet on top and I'll put an extra layer of tape. Yeah. We just bought some new one this morning from Bunnings just to make sure we have enough.
Alright, so far I have done this. Unimog sign, a couple of bits and pieces here, and also I have done the last of the bog, I really hope, because we're now out of it, last of the bog around the seams of the gun hatch. So I actually just used my finger and just ran it all along because it was cracking in parts and I really don't want water to seep through. So I'm just waiting for that to dry. And then I'll sand that off, clean it up, and then basically the final bit of sanding after that is the hood, fiberglass hood. And yeah, then we're almost ready, I reckon, to start cleaning the cab up in time for hopefully this afternoon we will be priming.
And when we're done with the sanding, there's more.
Always more. Oh, today will definitely be the last day of the sanding, so that's good news.
Yay.
It's huge. You might want to cut it and do both wheels, and then use the other one to go in your tray. Yeah, too long. I'll just do this side.
I feel like I'm changing sheets. We'll do inch double side trick. It's time to degrease. So which degreaser are we using this time?
It's like a prep wash before painting. So it's not really a degreaser, but kind of.
He's getting ready to apply the 5th bottle of Raptor. Don't try to put a windscreen back on as a couple.
Look at that. Some solid hard work, and that's what you can achieve, eh?